my dear Cancer. So, this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's you having boundaries. You take care of you, and you're a little bit rigid about who you let into your life, or whose problem you should, worry about. So people can see it as you have become very hardened and even cold. But it's not like that. You're just trying to find out where your boundaries are. And this is the old bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. Here you were kind of the knight in shining armor, trying to help everyone with their problems. Okay. So this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you, your feelings for them, the bond between you two, their feelings for you, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for August, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation here, and we have an Ace of Wands, so we can see that it's the divine inspiration that has made you change your mind or taking in a new direction. It has to do with spiritual growth for the both of you, actually. This is what's on your mind. So see if I care. You're trying to help yourself by not thinking about this person too much, not always go there in your thoughts, thinking about their problem or the problem that they caused for you, or how to solve the situation. It's just you're just trying to, I think, be more here and now. And every time you start to think of them, you try to distract yourself or possibly think about something else. And this is what's on their mind, King of Swords. So they feel like this is some evil thing you do because you don't care about them anymore. So they don't want to care about you either. So that's what I'm seeing. I will take clarification, so we'll see more eventually. This is the bond between you two, Queen of Wands. You have a wisdom around you, or it's like you have a lot of experience, or you are a person that knows how to solve problems and issues. And maybe a lot of your relationship is built upon this, that you are such a well-organized problem solver, like this warm, generous person that can know how to, okay, so we have this issue, you feel like this, we do this. Okay, and you don't want to be that person for them anymore. Kind of the strong one in the relationship that has all the answers or all the solutions. And this is their feelings. And we have the Temperance card. So I'm seeing them still being very attracted to you. It's just you are trying to create a distance between the two of you, because probably there's something in this person's behavior that you haven't been too fond upon. So you're saying no, or you're having some self-control, trying to not fuel on this relationship or make it, your main focus. You're trying to put it like far behind there and put more focus on other things in your life. So please clarify the Ace of Wands. Judgment, Temperance, it's this card again, the Alchemic Wedding, and the Hermit. So it's the Ace of Wands. It just shows that it's time for spiritual growth. It's something destined, and it has to do with balance oneself up. So for example, if you have been overgiving, you give less and put higher boundaries, and that's what we are seeing with you. If we have been too self-absorbed, we need to give more to others to create balance. Here with the Hermit, it probably shows that you won't be so close to this person during this period. I think it has to do with tough love. You see the angel's wings here. It's really not your call. You might feel as if you have become a little bit resentful towards this person, but it's really the divine kind of turning down the volume of how much you care for this person, because it's necessary for the next step of your personal and spiritual growth, both of you. Okay, so clarify the Two of Swords, King of Cups. You do care, but and you have a big heavy heart that wants to care, but you're putting some boundaries for yourself here with these two swords. So the ocean in the background won't cause you to do what you always do, probably, you know, run and solve their problem, show a lot of empathy, tell them you love them and you will always be there even if they are acting like a jerk. So the Two of Swords there is you trying to be a little bit logic. Clarify the King of Swords, so what's on their mind. We have the Tower there again. That was the significator when I shuffled the cards. And the Seven of Wands. So this with you starting to put boundaries. It was not something that they are, you know, truly fond upon. And they are trying to use some power games here. So if you don't care, if you put boundaries, they are going to see to not care either. And you might see some revenge actions from this person. If you have acted cold, they will act cold. If you didn't answer text, they won't answer text, things like this. Clarify the bond between you two, the Queen of Wands. And we have the Ten of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is that there's a lot of love in this relationship, and particularly it has been built upon you and your efforts to be this a wise person with, you know, solving problems. So for example, if they say, it's a problem, we can't be together because this and this and this and that and that, then you will say, okay, I will try to fix it. And so that is the kind of energy that your relationship is built upon, but that's love. You know, if both people would have done that, you would have had a real solid relationship. But unfortunately, this person comes up as a Page of Cups. So they are not really used to being the one, you know, doing that kind of love. It's as if you have the capacity to be a really loving parent and caretaker for the people in your surrounding. And this person probably, they can charm you or, you know, come with flowers, but they can't really go that extra mile or do that really responsible, mature thing that's needed in this relationship. But the Queen of Wands, it shows some continuation here with the Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. It probably shows that, you know, it's a work in progress, and this person will eventually learn to take more responsibility and, you know, be a force to be reckoned with in the relationship. But for right now, they just, you know, try to take revenge on you or act as how you are acting. Clarify the Two of Wands, your feelings towards them. So Queen of Wands again, and the Page of Wands. So you seem to be very aligned with the divine here, Judgment, Temperance. You know that it's time for tough love towards this person. So you're holding your horses, having self-control, not giving unnecessarily much of yourself to this person right now. Clarify their emotions. Page of Swords. So it's just showing this rebellion thing again. Clarify the Temperance card. Hanged One, the World. 1221. It's like my mother says, I need to start to behave better towards her and help her with the household chores. And I say, no, I'm not going to do that. But then, you know, the mother doesn't clean the teenagers' clothes anymore, and they will have to go with dirty clothes. And eventually this person will, you know, say, okay, teach me how to clean my clothes. And that's when the maturity happen. But it's also sacrifice that we feel like we are too good to need to go down on our bare knees and start to, you know, clean clothes. Instead or, you know, work on the relationship or show that we really care or whatever it is. So because we have not have to do that. We haven't been forced to do that before, so we feel like, ugh, why should I do this? But the very strict mother in this case says, well, then you will go out without clean clothes, or without my love, or without my support, or I won't fix your problems if you don't help fix mine, and so on and so forth. So it shows that this person won't, with the Temperance card, they probably also, their soul is very ready to work together with this with you, but Page of Swords shows that their ego says no, because basically they're a little bit spoiled. Okay, so this is your behaviors and attitudes, and we have the Knight of Wands. So you are saying that this is what needs to be done now. We are going to either grow together or grow apart, and you're riding like a little bit away from this person. And here we have the Page of Cups again. So they still love you, and they don't understand why you had to go and change on them. Things were not maybe comfortable, but it was at least in a way that they had solved the problem, because they solved the problem by making you carry all the problems, and that was a good solution for them. Page, 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 because they're a little bit of a baby and they don't want to deal with problems. So say, hey, you, mom or dad, you solve my problem. So it doesn't mean that you're actually their mom and dad, but we get these kind of roles in our relationship sometimes when we're dealing with, particularly when we're dealing with someone that's a little bit immature. But they still want you. They just don't want to that the terms for the relationship should change in the way that you have told that it's going to change, because this is you saying from now on things are going to change, and the teenager says, no, I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not going to start to clean my own clothes. And then they have to have dirty clothes until they, yield. So that's what I'm seeing here. And this is the outcome for August, and we see the Six of Cups. So it's very likely that this person will come and try to reconcile, or, try to make amends in some way. But they're not particularly skilled with this, as we can see. So they're probably going to make a mess or be clumsy and, say one sweet thing, but then say another thing that will piss you off and feel like, oh, you haven't learned a thing. But Two of Cups, okay, it shows that they love you, but they're a little bit clumsy. So Two of Wands, and you're not going to accept the clumsiness because you ask more from them now. It's the same card coming again. You will say no to them, have boundaries until they have learned at least something. I don't know what is your requirements on this person, what you want to see, what kind of change you want to see from them. That's what you need to decide for yourself. And you will feel inside that when you feel soft again and say, oh, okay, then they have done something that you can accept. And if you feel like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to agree to that, then it's too little and, not enough growth. So listen to yourself here. Nine of Swords, Three of Swords is what I'm seeing with this Knight of Wands. You're playing all tough, but, really you would wish everything to be different and for this person to magically change. I don't know if that's possible. I'm seeing them not being super competent, but we can see. Can clarify this. Hostilities. You feel as if they are doing it like a personal thing towards you, that they are acting like this because it's, they are acting, malicious towards you, or wrong, or bad, or evil. But I'm not sure that that's true. I just think they have a big ego. With the Hangman here, they don't want to give in to your what you have asked from them. Maybe I've given them some type of ultimatum, and they don't want to give in to that. And frankly, with the pages here, they probably don't know your worth. Children, particularly teenagers, which this person shows to be in a their teenage years, they usually take their parents for granted. So if you are partnered up with someone that's a little bit immature, acting like a teenager, they probably take your love for granted. And it's supposed to be like that with teenagers, but it's not supposed to be like that with adult people. Because teenagers, they are supposed to take their parents' love for granted and act, start to feel like, oh, my parents did this wrong and they are not a superhero because I saw when they made this mistake. And it's because they are supposed to separate from their parents and become their own person, making their own choices after their own head. And then this is a good thing. But when it's two adult people that's meeting and one hasn't really properly gone through their adolescence, they're still acting like a teenage rebellion in some ways. They will act in the same way that they would do towards a parent that they're trying to liberate themselves from. And it will cause a lot of damage on the relationship. They will act like they are taking you for granted, as they don't respect you, as they don't love you. It's a necessary process for them to go through this, but they should go through this with their parents and not with you. But if we are too scared of our parents, or our parents are not there so we can't rebel towards them, or we are too obedient towards authority figures, or we have given up on ever getting a sane relationship with our parents, then what's left is to work this out in our other relationships. And then we will see this kind of dynamic where they are acting all posh and egocentric, respectless. They don't have respect for you. They don't show enough love to you. They do a little bit, but they screw up in the same time. And you take this as hostilities. It's not really hostilities. It's just them being undeveloped and stuck in a certain development stage that they should really have gone through probably years ago. Unexpected visitors. I think it has to do with the 6 of Cups and the Page of Cups, that this person will probably show up. They think about you a lot, and they want to approach you as if they are not approaching you for you, but because of some business you have together, or they've forgotten their socks in your house, or something like that. Okay, so what about it? Dragon's Lair in the reversed. I feel with this card here that you really need to listen to your own instincts. If you're super pissed off with this person, you don't engage with them. Don't answer their text, or don't make a spin-off on what they are offering, which will probably be minor. It's like, what's up kind of energy. So if you feel pissed off by it, don't make a spin-off on this little what's up, okay? But if you feel as if the person is really, like, they're trying to have a tough mask on, but they're really trembling and vulnerable inside, then maybe you can, because this Dragon Slayer, it really just shows this Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, this Judgment, Temperance card, this spiritual growth that's supposed to happen between you two. And it's not easy, and it's going to be hard, and it's not going to be a walk in the park, and you probably know that already, or have learned that by now. So what am I still getting at here? Bone Collector. This says that this person they have some kind of trauma that has made them unable to grow in the way that they were supposed to. Maybe they had abusive parents, or too strict upbringing by religion or culture, or maybe they were sexually abused by someone, or physically or mentally abused. So they have a trauma that made them like this, and you don't have to see it as they are making this as a personal aggression towards you. It's not like that. It's not personal at all. It has to do with this person's shortcomings, not with how much they love you or don't love you. They are acting like this because they have an injury that has made them unable to grow in a proper way, in a healthy way, and become a healthy adult. So what's you supposed to do about it? Acts, break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. It doesn't seem like particularly loving, but what are you supposed to do about this? Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, integration, repetitive, persist, working on it. Okay, so it definitely says that you shouldn't accept probably their, what's up. You should be cold towards them. Maybe this is the end for you. Maybe this person needed to have this experience, so in other relationship further along the road, they will act with more respect towards that person and not put them in this role of the parent that they need to rebel towards. So you're doing humanity a favor by putting an end to this behavior. That's rhymed. Okay, sorry for that. And so that's one thing I'm seeing. But we see also rebuilding and working on it. So for some of you, they will make several attempts to come close to you. And in that case, maybe further along the road, you are going to be allowed to say yes. Okay. How can I ever pay you back? I never felt like this before. So this person is very much, they are very focused on you. They feel like they get a lot of needs met by you, and you are making them change perspective of their world. You're probably the light in their life in many ways, and that they have felt like hope since they met you, and that you will guide them through this ordeal. But unfortunately, I don't think they have made you feel the same. You feel used as you were their supply. But you love this person as well, and that's why it's probably hurt so much to have to be hostile towards them. We see both sword, axe, and hammer, so that's pretty obvious that you're supposed to say no to this person, even if it breaks your heart. But you have free will, so do whatever you want. This is just the divine advice, and we are allowed to do it as we see fit, because it's not really any problem if we make a mistake. We just learn more and more thoroughly the thing that we are supposed to learn through this relationship. So if you do it 10 times repetitively, doing the same mistake, inviting this person over and over and over and over,